So here is the Starship Enterprise, and it makes a sound when it travels.
Welcome to the second episode of Hear the Herd. We're the herd, and you're hearing us. Last episode, we talked about some of our events. We went through our associate hiring, but today on this episode, we are going to talk about marketing from the source of marketing itself, Professor Dewan. So I want to introduce Professor Dewan. I don't want to introduce him. I'll let him introduce himself.
That's a really difficult thing to do, but I'm hoping that many of you will know that there's a bunch of marketing classes I teach. It's almost I'm not going to say impossible, because there is a way, but it's very hard to get through marketing here without taking a class or two from me. So I've been teaching marketing for many years. I really enjoy it, and I hope all of you to do as well.
So the first question is, how is TMG different from the other UTSC clubs?
All student clubs are a wonderful thing for every student to join. I think student clubs add to your university experience, but amongst these clubs, I think the marketing club is a special club. It's very close to my heart. This year in particular, this is I think the first time that almost the entire executive of the marketing group is students who are pretty new to the university. These are all second year students who are running it. So I think this is a great opportunity to create something fantastic and new. The energy in this group is amazing as well. So if you have a chance, participate in some of the events that this wonderful team is putting together for you.
Exactly. Thank you. I know I'll say I'll bring all of the energy to the club. No, I'm kidding. But everyone's been fun. All the events are fun. So yeah, definitely hope to see everyone out there. But next question, as a marketing professor, in what ways would TMG help us learn new skills?
The events that TMG is putting up with are designed to give everyone sort of an overview and an idea of what marketing is about. I know we're going to be talking about the taste of marketing in a little bit, but what the common thread running through all these events is that they expose you to a different facet of what marketing is about. So whether or not you're a marketing student, um, take a look at some of these things that are happening, because you'll find out stuff, and who knows, you might come over to marketing, come away from the dark side.
What is the dark side? Is accounting the dark side?
Well, I make lots of jokes about accountants, but one of the ideas that you would learn, and that you will, and I think you have already learned in a marketing class, is that human beings are sort of intuitive accountants. So in our brains, prospect theory is saying to us that we look at each transaction as a loss or a gain. So in a way, we are all accountants. So I really appreciate accountants, but I still like marketing.
Marketing's still the good side. It's the light. It's the light
It
side.
is. It is indeed.
You just mentioned Taste of Marketing, which is coming up next month. What is Taste of Marketing, and how can people participate?
So Taste of Marketing is happening on October 25th, Monday at 1 p.m. It's online, so we'll run it through Zoom. What Taste of Marketing is, it's an introduction to marketing here at school. So we're going to have faculty participate, and there'll be a panel of alumni as well, folks who have graduated in the last 3 to 10 or 12 years or so, and they're going to be here to talk about how their career paths evolved. And I'm hoping they'll say something nice about the fact that the courses they were taking while they were here helped them out. But I'm not asking them to say anything. They will say what they will. But it'll be a great opportunity for current students now, to not only find out what the academic avenues for courses are here, but also to hear from alumni who are doing really, really well, and see and look at the diversity of career options that are possible when you take marketing. So I'm hoping to see everybody at this event.
Don't forget, if you do show up and you stay for the whole thing, you also get that one bonus mark. And we know students love the one bonus mark.
Wait. Did you just make a promise on my behalf, and now I'm stuck living up to it? I think this is great. Come attend, find out about cool marketing stuff, but also get a bonus mark.
Exactly, it's free. It's like free money.
And you can and when you do, you can thank Akhil for it, because he put me on the spot and made me make a promise, which he's apparently recording.
Of course. That's what TMG does for the students. We make them all happy.
There we go.
So why did you choose to become a marketing professor?
Because I couldn't be a physics. So my undergrad was in physics, and I realized that there were folks in the physics area who were way smarter than I was, and I just could never compete with them. I think I'm reasonably smart, but these folks were a level above. So I got an MBA, worked in industry for a while, realized that academics was still what I wanted to be in, and came back, got a PhD in management science, and here I am.
We're glad you're here. There's no other prof we would want other than Professor Dewan teaching us marketing now.
You're too nice, Akhil.
Thank you. So what would you say is your favorite student, and how would you describe them?
Oh, I'm talking to him, obviously.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I don't want you to describe me. I was a little scared. It would have been so unfair.
Well, just how about I just talk about what makes a good student?
Yeah.
And the answer to that really is I don't know. And it's not because I don't know. I've been doing this for so many years. I was a student once, but then I've seen so. The reason I find it hard to say what a good student is, it's sort of like marketing itself. There are so many different ways that marketing can help, but there's also so many different ways to be a good student as well. Everybody brings a unique perspective, and everybody brings unique skills. Each of you is my favorite student. Seriously.
Thank you. I know you don't want to make anyone jealous. I know I'm a little more, but it's okay. It's okay. And what would you do if you didn't teach marketing?
I honestly do not know. I can tell you what I wanted to be. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut.
Oh.
I'd watched Star Trek, and I was inspired by it. I don't know if you can see around my office. I don't think you can, but I have a whole bunch of like Star Trek stuff floating around. It was an amazing experience to watch that show and be inspired by it. And I wanted to be an astronaut. I couldn't, because I couldn't get in the Air Force because I had classes and stuff, and that sort of ended that thing. But it turns out that William Shatner, a Canadian, who played James T. Kirk in the original Star Trek series, is actually going up to real space. And I would have loved to have been an astronaut, but I'm glad I get to sort of watch this whole thing come full circle in a way. Star Trek, a show that is almost exactly the same age as I am, and William Shatner, who played Captain Kirk on that show, is now actually going to space.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that either. I also didn't know you had like your own alien blaster as well, right by where you work. If any student doesn't hand his assignment, you just point like at the camera saying, just be careful.
Like it
It makes noises too.
I have Star Wars stuff as well, but I believe in this idea that we should do Trek rather than wars. It's better to Trek than make wars, right?
I've seen your Chewbacca costume as well.
Oh.
Let's move on now to the marketing industry itself. What is your favorite area or like subtopic in the marketing industry, and why?
So I came to marketing with a more quantitative background, which means that the things I like are the more quant oriented one. Analytics is what I really like, but within that, pricing is a fascinating area. But the other area that I really like, I mean, it's part of what my thesis was on, is diffusion of new ideas, how new products spread, and how fast this spread, and so on. And a lot of that comes from, it originally was borrowed from epidemiology, and it's really interesting because now we've just we've been in this global pandemic, and it's kind of really interesting that new ideas, the adoption of a new item out there, spreads in a very similar way that viruses do. So to me, that's a really fascinating part of what marketing is about, and it has like real important applications as well, because marketing managers need to know and be able to forecast what's going to happen to their sales every time something new is coming up. So I find that amazing.
I was thinking like advertisements look very cool, and that's why marketing is super cool. I think that's what a lot of people think coming into marketing, to be honest. But it's actually, yeah, like you said, it's a lot deeper than that.
Advertising is amazing as well. I'm not as creative as many others. There are so many talented folks who make an art out of communicating, and communicating with others, getting there's a message that I want to communicate, there's a brand image that I want to create. That process is amazing as well.
Even in our club, right? Our marketing team, they've done so much work, like rebranding TMG, and they made it looks really nice.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah,
I'm glad to say that I got to watch firsthand, had them do their process and do all that work. It's been a blast. For companies, how important do you believe marketing is?
I have a standard answer for this, and I'm not even going to alter it. The standard answer is marketing is the only functional area that brings money in to the to an enterprise. No other area. Accounting counts the money, finance figures out what to do, production makes stuff, but the only revenue generating area in a business enterprise is the marketing one. And marketing, in a way, because marketing is concerned with value creation, this is where the heart of the business enterprise is. Without marketing, business does not exist. Customers are brought in by the marketing area. The product itself is designed by the marketing area. And since this is being recorded, I have to be really careful about the numbers I throw out. But so I think I can safely say that a huge percentage of top ranking executives in the business world, CEOs and so on, come from the marketing area. More CEOs come from the marketing area than any other functional area. So in terms of career paths, this is the one that goes all the way to the top more often than other areas. But also in terms of how the business operates, it's essential. Without value that you've created for consumers, there's no business enterprise.
Yeah, and you talked about CEOs like being in the firm marketing. Why is that? Why is it that like majority of CEOs or high rankers in the company become from like the marketing area?
Like I said, I think it's because marketing is the nuts and bolts of every enterprise. This is where value is being created. This is where something is going to be made that can then be exchanged for value with consumers. This is where we decide what we're gonna be in the market for, what we're gonna be known for, and then our consumers hopefully pay for it, and that's what pays for the salaries of everybody in the enterprise. This is what creates profitability. So in a way, it makes sense that executives who understand that this will end up rising to the top and figuring out overall strategy as well.
I know you have some industry experience as the THSH consulting part-time. Is there anything like you saw about marketing that you learned from there that showed why it was so important?
So most of my life I've actually just been in school. But I have worked for Citicorp, for a couple of other multinationals as well. And what I want to say to everybody is, um, marketing is not just about the academic end of things. The very definition of marketing says that marketing is the process of planning and executing. So doing marketing, real marketing in the real world, the stuff that you were talking about, the TMG team doing when they were communicating the new brand and getting this image out, and getting folks to sort of know what this is about, the running the analytics. These are all amazing things that marketers do.
Now for you. Now it's time to get into the segment, and this is really testing your knowledge of the courses at UTSC. So basically, I'm going to read out course descriptions for you, and you have to guess with the course code which course it is. A decision-oriented course which introduces students to the market research process. It covers different aspects of marketing research, both quantitative and qualitative, and as such, teaches some essential fundamentals for the students to master.
So this is clearly the market research
Okay, it is.
course, and I can tell you the code. This is MGM CO1. Since you bring this up, I want to put in a plug, for not just marketing students, but any business students. I think a market research course is essential, because how are you going to create value for consumers? By figuring out what consumers value. How are you going to find out what consumers value? Through market research.
You're right. And now you're also 1 for 1. So the next one. This course provides an overview of the role of products in the lives of consumers, drawing on theories from psychology, sociology, and economics. This course provides a conceptual understanding of consumer behavior, example, why people buy, and 2, an experience in the application of these concepts to marketing decisions.
Oh, that's the product and branding course, MGM C12.
Nope. It is.
C11.
Nope.
What? No, it's not the product and branding course?
No, it's none of those. Do you want me to list up the 4 options?
Okay, list the 4 options.
So the 4 choices are judgment and decision making course, the consumer behavior course, advertising from theory to practice course, or the pricing strategy course.
Consumer behavior?
Yeah, it's consumer behavior.
The common thread between the product and branding course and the consumer behavior course is they're both taught by our wonderful Professor Bill McConkey. So I had the instructor right.
Okay, we can give you like a half point for that one.
Okay.
This course draws on microeconomics to develop practical approaches for optimal pricing decision making. Students develop a systematic framework to think about, analyze, and develop strategies for pricing right.
I think these are easy ones, because you're literally talking about the course, the title of the course in the description itself. So that's the pricing course, MGMC 13.
13, yeah. So you're 2.5 for 5. Now, this course combines the elements of behavioral research as applied to the consumer's decision-making models and how this can be used to predict decisions within the marketing and consumer-oriented environment.
This is the JDM course, judgment and decision making course, taught by our wonderful Professor Sam Maglio.
That's 3.5. Oh, it's actually 6, so 3.5 for 6 questions. So this course builds on the introductory course in marketing and takes a pragmatic approach to develop the analytical skills required of marketing managers. This course is designed to help improve skills in analyzing marketing situations, identifying market opportunities, developing marketing strategies, making concise recommendations, and defending these recommendations.
This is the entirely case-based MGM BO1 marketing management course, which everybody has to take, regardless of whether you're a marketing student or not. But you get to hear lots of interesting stories: elephants, bicycles, all kinds of stuff.
I gotta write up his Colgate, which is due next week. Final course description. This course focuses on current faculty research in areas like consumer behavior and choice, pricing, promotions, etc., and their importance to marketing and research methodology. Topics covered will include specific theoretical or functional areas in marketing.
this is a trick, but you're being tricky over here. This is the special topics in marketing class. It's being offered as a simulation class, which means we're going to actually play a computer game which involves everybody trying to figure out what to do. It's a very complex, real life sort of game, and you get to put into practice all the stuff you've learned about marketing.
So if anyone's going deeper into marketing, then you get to take this course. But
You have to.
5.5 out of 6 in this segment. Hopefully, if you round my grade in your class to 100, I'll round this to a 6 out of 6. That'll be
All
nice.
right. It's a
You can
deal.
make a deal. But thank you for coming out and taking time to just discuss to all the students and taking time to talk with me about marketing. Just a reminder to everyone, Taste of Marketing is coming up. We hope to see all of you there who are watching this or who are not even watching this, who get the announcement or the message. Thank you for being with us on today's episode, the second episode of Hear the Herd. We're the herd, and you're hearing us.